Hey guys, welcome back. Another exclusive audio commentary from WCReplays.com. I welcome you guys. I haven't been doing too many audios lately, so hopefully this one should make up for it. Let's get this paused at the 15-second mark at the 1x speed, and we'll get this going right away. Took a short break from Warcraft to study for finals, and now since finals are over, I can actually get some time to play it, so actually I'll wait for you guys to get this at the right mark and whatnot, let it load through and everything, because I know that not everyone starts this waiting at that 15-second mark at the 1x speed, but that's cool. I'll kind of wait up for you guys here. So I'm with my actually a new arranged team partner. This is Killer DK. Rather impressive stats. I'll actually go into more details after that, after we get this unpaused, of course. So let's get this unpaused in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, unpause. Alright. So this is a build that, well, is rather easy to do, except the beginning is a little complex. It's a little more complex than the Orc and Night Elf thing, where it's just a basic throw-up of a bunch of ranged units complemented by a Priestess of the Moon, but it goes around the same idea. In the beginning of the game, I gave my ally 100 gold, Killer DK, of course, who is currently ranked 1 in free-for-all, ranked in the top 50 of random team, and ranked in the top 70, I believe, in solo. So he excels in all ends of the ladder. So it's pretty cool to have a reliable ally such as Killer DK. I chilled out with him at Acon 4 down in Miami during the tournament. He's a pretty cool dude. So, yeah, that's pretty much the basic thing as it goes here. And our opponents today are WoW Korea and Nubby. Some odd names here. This is actually a rather low-level match. We're kind of climbing up there. And as you climb up there, you'll kind of come across some of the teams that are also climbing up really quickly. I believe we went up against a former rank 1 team that was only level 8. You know, they're picking some new arranged team buddies to go with. So along that, you'll get those random matches where it's pretty big. And that'll really blindside you when you're used to playing low-skilled teams, and when it'll just really mess you up. So once I found out where the Orc is, I'm just going to rush right away to the Night Elf. So like I said, this is around the same type of idea that goes with the range complemented by a Priestess of the Moon. So Killer DK, what does he get? That is Fiends, of course. That's what the 100 gold went towards. That was actually to get his graveyard up rather quickly, or just to speed it up a bit so he can go right away to the Fiends and only have to use 2 ghouls to support the lumber. So I'm getting my Priestess of the Moon out. She is out. Wisp pops right in front of her. No big deal. Actually, I would be happy to see as many Wisps as possible blow up in front of the Priestess, because right now she doesn't really need that much mana, so I'm not really too worried when I see that happen. So I see a Priestess of the Moon as well. So we know this is a Night Elf and Orc, so that we might be going against the same type of format against each other. So this will really show you the significance with the range, either with the Undead and Night Elf, or the Orc and Night Elf. So, So I immediately tell him right away that he is getting headhunts. And the most annoying thing that I always hate is when they just start nailing my stuff that's being made, especially at this point in the game when it's rather critical that the stuff comes up there. So this is when they gain a significant advantage here. This is when it really halts my production. They get in on it first because Killer DK's hero comes out rather late, so it gives a brief moment of vulnerability where I can take a lot, and I mean a lot, of damage. So like I said, right here, it didn't matter if a Wisp detonated my own Priestess. So I managed to kill some of the wolves, and we tried to force the Priestess out of the way. The reason why Killer DK got the Death Coil, even though it's not like a coil for the kill, is just to force that Priestess out of the way. And we did, however, force it to portal out of the way because the Fiend was kind of going there, so it kind of built up towards that. But they really succeeded in that harassment. They hit me pretty hard. There's nothing that I can do against that. Besides putting that Ancient of War back a lot more. But in the mid-game, when an attack on my base, especially on this map, is expected the most, it really isn't that wise of an idea. So we're just recovering from that right now. Anything else I can show to you guys? We have Nubby. I'm still trying to get over the name there. But Nubby is creeping at the moment. So, as well as WoW Korea. So we're all creeping. I pick up some Claws of Attack. That is nice. That is the best possible item that I can have on this Priestess of the Moon. Right now, plus 15 damage. She's got the damage of a melee hero, as well as some good range with it. Well, with some searing arrows later on as it goes. Right now, I do plus 25 damage. That is a pretty good amount of damage to be doing at this point in the game. So later on, as I just made a comment there, it is like a coil on a stick, because once it gets up to about level 5 or something, I've actually, in some games, I've gotten a third skill. One time I got it accidentally on searing arrows. I ended up doing about plus 60 damage. It was crazy as hell. That was with like a Scroll of the Beast and stuff like that. Just take a couple hits on a hero. They'll go down really quick. Even when you have like a death coil along with it, it's just insane. So we do get Creepjack, though. We do notice that he's right behind. So what I do, I position my hunts in front so there's no possible way that their hero can pick up that item. Killer DK portals out of the way because he knows that he couldn't run away very effectively in time, so we're going to get out of the way. We've gotten the good creeps done. We got our items, so we're going to get out of there. And right now, this is when the game really takes a turn for the worst. Those are peons that are falling, and those are wisps. They are both putting offensive towering onto me. Well, Night Elf is offensive treeing, because they're not really... Well, they're planting trees in front of my base. So, yeah. Anyways, Ancient Protector's going up there. Towers are going up there. They got excellent positioning on those towers. Pretty good positioning on the Ancient Protectors, if I do say so myself. And we are in trouble. I mean, they are... Look, the way that they're holding their ground... There's no way that we can reach back those towers. They're going to be up there whether we like it or not. Even though we are kind of slicing through all those weak units, it's still not enough. As you can see, they got clear unit advantage. The Fiends that Killer DK has, those are key into defending because they're excellent versus towers. So he's got to keep those safe. I lost a big amount of hunts. They're blocking my way out with the Priestess because the pathing totally sucks and it was made by a frickin' retard. So I gotta waste my portal in order to get that healing. So once those two towers are up and once that Ancient Protector comes up there, I'm thinking, well crap, this game sucked. There goes my base. There's nothing. I mean, the damage that is dishing out to me, there is nothing that I can do to really... Well, there's very little that I can do to help me out. All I'm trying to do right now is just to lower their numbers somewhat. I mean, as you can see, I am chasing out some units right there with the Priestess of the Moon. The Claws are helping. I mean, I'm able to do a lot of damage. I was thinking about taking down that tower because I am doing a bit of damage. Once I see his army come in there, I really don't want to lose the Priestess, especially at a moment like this. So I'm just trying to fight it out just to make sure if there's any possible way that I can save this base. I need to, because if we live out this battle, we win the game. Because their resources would be down so low, they won't be able to race us back up. So, can't save my Ancient. Looking rather grim. Killer DK says that we really right now should start to trade bases. So, DK sets off to the Night Elf. He's going to try to deal as much damage as he can, as obviously both of their armies will definitely stay in that position. And it's at this point in the game when I realize, alright, my base, it is gone. There's nothing that I can do. I mean, those Ancient Protectors, they can walk in just so damn as they please. So I'm going to make an escape plan. I'm going to sack my 2 hunts, basically, just to keep this Priestess alive. I put his tower focus onto the hunts, and I tried to get out there. I could have executed that a lot easier, but I made sure that the towers were hitting the Huntresses. I let the Huntresses walk out there first so the towers would nail those. But I don't know. I'm going to tech right now because all I have to do, well, the best thing that I can do is to get a Pitlord. Why the Pitlord? Why the hell should I get a Pitlord? Well, he has a lot of ranged units. If you can plop in a very, very good Rain of Fire, actually, it would do a lot better of a damage. I mean, I'd have some level of a chance, but it's not Rain of Fire that I'm looking for. It's actually Howl of Terror. It's probably one of the most underused skills I've seen. It's insane.